Okie dokie. This is gonna be brief. Don't worry. You don't have to stick around for every minute. But I think that as you get older, true life events are far more interesting than fiction. You know, I found that out watching a series of videos by that. Uh, what is it called again? The Evil Vial or whatever it is. Analyzing evil. I think it's Evil Vial. I think. Hold on.
Hello, everyone.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna make you all listen to that. Yeah, the Vile Eye. Excuse me. That's it. The Vile Eye. And to a point, maybe this is very hipster and very elitist, but you realize how one dimensional, as much as they try to create a character, you realize how one dimensional these people are. These characters are. Even the Joker, you know, even Ledger's Joker or Arthur Fleck's Joker. Um, these are shallow characters. I think to a point you could have all the stories in the world, but true life events are far more interesting, I think. You know, Mm, yeah, there's truth to that. But the thing is, though, fiction is always limited by the writers. Fiction is always limited by the writers themselves. So if the writer has an agenda, then it's not going to go much further, right? Or whatever whatever the symptom is that you say. I don't know. To me, I think it's, I don't know. Maybe I yearn for another time. I guess I just feel like it's just boring to try to understand. It's like, oh wow, Star Wars. Oh, so it's like I can see the majesty behind it. I also saw a bit of Casino earlier today. It's like, yeah, I can see why people like it, of course, and those are based on real life stories to a point. You know, particularly when one of the guys, yeah. Then again, real life stories as they get told, get a fictional spin, make it to make it interesting to some degree. That's true. That's true. Like I said, I don't disagree with what you're saying. How's it going, American Dissident? I'll try to make this short, but I think these stories we watch them, and sometimes we do get hooked into them. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and you know bash fictitious stories, but mm, it's one of those things where it's like you have to separate yourself from it, just like you separate yourself from the past and accept things as they are today. I think that's a very important thing. I think a lot of folks, and I've had this as well, that I've fallen into the trap of trying to look at the past so deeply that I don't want to see what's going on today. You know, so I try to balance myself on that sort of line. Which is very difficult. I think maybe this is self-serving and maybe it's self-indulgent, but a lot of the videos I make are. So I apologize. But yeah, I don't know. People are gonna keep making their money, this and that, but I think, mm, I don't know, like Dune and Marvel are boring. Yeah, yeah, I can see why people like them, but for me personally, I find them boring. I'm just like, oh, okay, whichever. It's like with Star Wars, where it's like, let's bring back Emperor Palpatine because we didn't want to have another idea. It's like, why? There could be so many other things out there, and there's so much other fiction that's been written out there that I don't know anything about. But the thing is, though, Disney said uh, you know, all of that fiction is basically non-canon. That's what they said, as far as I know. So I mean, yeah, that is my opinion, though. I do think that they're boring. I think that you're only limited by what will sell, you know, and what people will think that they will be willing to look at. It's just like maybe this is just the whole thing of Hollywood, where it's like we have to recreate everything. You know, It's like let's do Captain America again. Yeah, I think the problem is that millennials are so wrapped up in their little bubble they can't make anything new. That's true as well. That is true. That is also true. Yeah, yeah. Like in the 2000s, they tried to do interesting things with remakes. Mm, fair enough. Yeah, Eastern films are way better than Western films, which plagiarize older genre. Yeah, I think so. There is a lot of that. Hong Kong films, I think, were the standard, for a long time. They started to fall off once the money wasn't there and everything else. I think that Hong Kong's still capable of making great movies, and they have. I think, yeah, even Korea as well. They've done a lot of, or South Korea more specifically. Um, yeah, like I say, I don't know. For me, I don't really take much interest in it. I usually just watch Shaw Brothers movies, so I can't really say what my taste is. And people can judge my taste and say you're just full of shit. And yeah, I am. I always say that. I'm fairly self-deprecating, but I realize it. I just accept it and be like, yeah, you know, Ip Man. Yeah, I would have to agree. The first and second one were good. First and second Ip Man were great. The third one kind of repeated stuff from the second one. The fourth one, mm, like I said, I can appreciate the fourth one, but it just kind of you could see in Donnie Yen's face, he just looks tired. He looks so tired and old. And now, obviously, I understand that's the whole thing of the character, but it's like, uh, you know, that's my take on it. First and second were great. The second one to me was a much more original story, where it's like talking about the 1950s Hong Kong was something that hadn't really been seen. Yeah, fourth was meh. Yeah, I'd say the same. Like I said, the third one is the only interesting thing is the end fight with Donnie Yen. Um, the fourth one, yeah, they included a lot more racism, a lot more, Chinese nationalist type of sentiment, and sort of, more racism and everything. Like I say, I don't deny that that happened, but it's just a little heavy-handed, and especially from the fact that a lot of this occurred because of that girl who ironically is half Chinese and half German. So it's like, oh boy, are we really going to get a lecture from? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's me being racial, but it's like, okay, well, that's my opinion on it. Feel as you want to about it. I don't know. Korean Kingdom zombie series is great. I have never seen that. Huh? That sounds good. I mean, maybe I'll look for that. But yeah, I don't know. To a point, I think, yeah, you are correct though when you talk about millennials being kind of stuck in their own little world, which is true. We are. I'm a millennial, so I don't say it proudly, but if you want to identify me that way, I don't know. I don't know. And what's going to happen with the Zoomers, huh? That's going to be a oof. Is it going to be like a SpongeBob movies galore? I don't know. We'll see how bad it's going to be. I guess. I don't know. Oh man, who knows if I'll live that long? What's going to happen to our society, huh? I don't know. Every generation says that, though, to a point. Every generation. What's going to happen next, right? Yeah. Well, you remember things that were somewhat normal? Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I'm so wishy washy, but yeah. I don't know. I just made this video, basically to say it's like, I can understand it's like, yeah, Emperor Palpatine, this and that, but I realize how little I cared necessarily about. There was a time probably when I was like a little kid when I did, but it's like, I don't know. I just didn't. I don't know. It interested me to a point, but it just kind of became background noise, It's like those Star Wars movies became background noise for other things that went on. There's a time like on TNT, right, where they would show, the old trilogy. What was it? What is it? 6, 7, 8, something like that. Whichever, 7, 8, 9, however way it goes. Star Wars died in 1983 for me. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, I don't know how to feel about it, to be honest with you. I don't know. You just get older and you kind of stick to your own thing. That's really what I try to do. I stick to my own little world. I don't mess around with a whole lot. I don't know, just what happens when you get older. I don't know. Nothing against it. Just the way it is. It's like I try to pay attention to the music. Let's see where this go. I'd rather see a Charlottesville film. Oh Lord. Oh my goodness. How bad would that be, huh? How bad would a Charlottesville film be today? Where it's like just people with swastika armbands and folks just like, we want to create a better society. Oh my goodness. I cannot imagine what a Charlottesville movie would be. It would be so awful. Oh, I don't know. I think this is what kind of appealed to me. It's like Law and Order. It's like there's a gritty realness to it. Obviously, yeah, it became formulaic very quickly, but there was something gritty about it. And there was also just the minutia of it all. You know, that's my opinion anyway. Yeah, I'm too old for this shit. Yeah, man, I feel that. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's my attitude. I guess it's more interesting to see the minutia of it all and understand how little things work. That's much more important to me than some grand message, this and that. You know, than understanding the minutia of it all and understanding how things work to become that way. That's much more interesting to me. I don't know. To a point, like I say, you know, I'm not against the whole thing of just grand messages, this and that, but I don't know. As you get older, you realize the minutia is very important. Minutia is important to understand, how things work and how decisions are made. One of the last good shows, realism is lost with Cape Shit films. Oh yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like when they remade, speaking of, since I have the Magnum PI Avi here, it's like when they remade Magnum PI and they make Higgins a girl, made Higgins a woman. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know. I mean, obviously, it's a show of the time. Obviously, Magnum PI is a show of the 1980s. It is. There's no doubt about that. But I don't know, it's unfortunate that they did that. But I don't know. It's a halfway decent show, but it's one of those that's going to be like it's another one of those CBS shows that's just been going for so long. Same thing with the remake of Hawaii Five O. It's just been going on so long that it's all just kind of the same. It's like, yeah, that's good for the actors and actresses, but it's like it's kind of like that show The Office, where it's just like it just keeps going, and then you just like, oh, okay, Gritty Street Life back in the early '80s and '90s. Yeah, yeah, that's fair. Magnum was attached to British intelligence. Oh, yeah. No remake of Spencer for Hire. No, no remake of that. Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is, right? I mean, for me nowadays, I just watch, like MST3K making fun of movies, and of course the Riff Tracks guys, of course the old boomers that they are, making fun of movies, and it's entertaining enough, and gives enough giggles to keep it interesting. And then making fun of the Star Wars films, it's good enough, you know. Us Three Kings, yeah. I don't know. I'm not downing all media, this and that, but I'm not. I don't know. It is what it is, right? Okay, so let me wrap it up with this. I don't know where I'm going, but I guess I'm glad I made it live so that I could have something to bounce off of my ideas. But yeah, Night Court is politically provoked. Yeah, there's a bit of that. Well, I guess I'll just say it is what it is. Three kings, one subject. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Hmm. But yeah, I think tomorrow I'll make a short little live video where I discuss and kind of show you how an Onity lock works. Onity, Onity. My servant is my master. Hmm, that's a good phrase. Yeah, that's a good one. Karma yogi. Yeah. Oh boy. Hope that's just saying goodnight and it's not a text, but we'll find out. Let me see. Let's find out, shall we? We're gonna find out together. Oh boy. Hopefully it's yes. God damn it. Oh, don't tell me I have to go in there. I bet I do. Hold on, everybody. Probably good. Yeah. Okay. I'm not coming up there. Yeah, I'm not coming up at 10 o'clock at night just to switch out a refrigerator. Yeah, we've been told. I've been told that one. I told him it doesn't work. So yeah, you gotta know that in Hawaii. Yeah, aloha's a magic word. Yeah, I think that's all I got though, everybody. Yeah. Well, we gotta switch out a fridge tomorrow. Oh well, I do. Just me, just me, myself, and I. So I'll take care of it. Anywho, I think we'll just wrap it up here, shall we? I appreciate y'all listening. Like I say, the Onity Lock video I'm gonna make tomorrow. So yeah. Anywho, hopefully y'all enjoy that. See you later. Goodbye. Rock on to you as well, sir. Rock on to you as well.